back, Scorpio, Sagittarius, to your mid-month reading for May. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Hey, if you guys like this, please like and subscribe. Yes. Choosing your battles wisely. Seven of Wands. You could be confronting some kind of important issue within a partnership or, wherever within your life. Take it how it resonates. But there will be decisions that might be intense that you need to really work on as you're choosing your battles wisely over here. And really looking for important information that's coming and going, right? Will there be compromises? Let's see. Right on the situation. Ooh, we got the Devil coming out over here. Feeling like your heart might be trapped over here, right? Feeling like you are stuck. If you do feel like you're with someone in a relationship who is stuck in their own ways or manipulative, this could be the important turning point as you're standing over here, standing your ground. And within this connection, you could be calling them out about the situation or deciding to remove them from your life altogether, right? Or having that difficult conversation. Yeah, difficult conversation coming out with the throat chakra. There's going to be, I think there is going to be some difficult conversations taking place at this time, right? As you're trying to get to your desire, trying to get down to, you know what, this is what I want, trying to make them understand how you feel about situations. So could even be some kind of intervention going on within the family where you need to initiate this, bring the family together so we can all have this discussion about what's going on. Maybe they have some kind of drinking problem, something definitely with the master over here where they feel like they're kind of in control of the situation and kind of keeping, not only themselves trapped, but maybe you trapped as well. Wanting to break the chains maybe of a karmic relationship, bringing that to light. Hey, you know what? We seem to fight a lot. Something of the nature. Let's see. You're too manipulating a situation. Fight on the master and choose your battles as you're standing your ground over here. Wow. Lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence. Like I said, could be indulging in drinking or something. Materialism, maybe they're too materialistic. Maybe you feel like they're kind of using you for your money or your materialism. Maybe there's too much comfortability within the relationship and you feel like you're being used. But it is definitely standing your ground over here and speaking with your throat chakra over here, saying, I have something that I need to say. This is where my courage is really coming out at this time. I'm feeling very courageous at this time to actually bring this to light. So definitely feeling like I'm confident, I'm courageous, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to speak, but I'm going to speak very compassionate about the situation. It's not like it's yelling, screaming, and definitely compassionate coming out with the Queen of Cups. And the Strength card also has compassion. So definitely wanting to use it from your, your heart space. Not going to do it uncaring. I'm actually trying to speak to you from my desired point of how I desire you and the things that need to be said. Because you're trying to reach a compromise, right? Until you can figure out, okay, how intense is this situation? How are they going to take this situation? So with the desires is definitely speaking. And it's really rapid action. It's, I'm looking for a swift change. I'm looking for a swift response as well. I'm not going, I don't want you to sit over here. We're trying to have a conversation. So if you feel like somebody is just always, right, kind of smug toward you, not wanting to open up to you, you're looking for them to actually respond back quickly. We're having a conversation, right? In which maybe they don't like to have a conversation. Maybe they're in defense mode all the time as well. Guys, if the energies are different, you can take it, how the energies are going, because cross-watcher, you can say, nope, that's them. So, let's see what's going on over here. Release. Was not expected. It's almost like to the point where it's like if you, I have to release this situation with the release over here. Ooh. That's the letting go. You might feel like, you know what, they're holding on tightly, you're holding on tightly, you're holding, might be, you know, holding on tightly to this tension and this unhappiness. And you might feel like, you know what, I need to breathe, I need to grow. Maybe they need to grow up. I don't know, right? But there's almost to this point that whatever is said over here, wow, they really challenge you. And they don't open up the way you want them to open up. And I think that's it. Mm. Where you're looking for the expectations of the relationship to go a certain way and really clinging on to what you really want. Now you're kind of clinging on to the difficult situation, kind of empowering yourself to open up for your own rewards. They're not really opening up, my friends. You have to release the challenging times, and the open up is upside down, saying that this person did not open up. You opened up to the situation with compassion. You got the courage enough to say, you know what, we need to have this conversation. You know, all of this, you know, maybe standing in each other's corners. They're, you know, standing their ground, you're standing yours. Okay, and on the manifesting over here, as you're manifesting over here, it does look like they are coming in as the, excuse me, Knight of Swords in reverse. There is definitely this kind of restless energy that your partner has over here. It could be dealing with a Libra. And it does feel like, you know what, I am a little restless. Where the magic is trying to happen is like you're trying to manifest this. It almost feels like you're impulsively trying to, you know, manifest this to go through, but it just feels like they are really unfocused and disregarding, right? Disregarding their consequences to the situation, disregarding the conversation in itself. So they're not really taking a whole lot. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups. This could be somebody that you were married to, somebody you were supposed to have a proposal to. However, it looks like you are manifesting for the Ace of Cups. You really want this to come back together. You want these new feelings. You want to get past this. You're using all the compassion. You're using your intuition. 2 cards of intuition. You're coming at them, you know, with all the compassion, comfort, and calm. Being very calm about it. But it does feel like they have a lack of direction over here and really discarding a lot of this conversation that you are talking about, right? And that's that kind of smugness that you've been noticing within this situation, whether it's a family member, a loved one, coworker, whoever it is, you know who it is. But you're going to take the lead over here with the 3 of Wands. You're saying, okay, well, you know what? Then you're going the however you want, because you're going to try to avoid any conflict that they may want to try to, you know, bring at you. Because no matter what, it's almost like they're discarding what you're trying to say. You're not listening to what you have to say. And they're definitely the type of person right now who just is disagreeing with everything that you're saying. You know what? I don't know what you're saying. I don't want to hear it. Right? Just no matter what, you're like taking the reins and you're saying, okay, you know what? Then I'll go in this different direction, because it just seems like all you want to do is fight. Yeah, they want diversity. But they're trying to control the situation. So as you're coming towards them, oh my gosh, no wonder you're choosing your battles wisely. You're super guarded and standing your ground. Because even though you're trying to stay calm and nurturing about this situation and trying to show them through communication how much you care and hoping and praying that they're listening with the Magician and the Ace of Cups, they're not. They're trying to dominate the conversation. Total disregard and disrespect for what you're trying to say, not really caring, and trying to control all of this. So you're like taking your lead and you're saying, okay, you know what? Then I'm going over here this way. Go over there then. Because you're being stubborn, you're being reckless, you're not listening, right? They're trying to control the situation. It's like, how do you control this situation? I came to you to talk to you about this situation. And they want to take control of the whole thing. So not only are you taking your lead to go in a different direction, they're taking the lead in the conversation, holding the reins, saying, oh, listen, I'm going to dominate this conversation. So all the love and everything that you've created over here, wow, they're going to argue about the whole situation. So with the 4 of Pentacles over here opening up to the situation, wanting to fix this situation, There's that manipulation again. Whoever you guys are dealing with is very controlling and very manipulative. I've got the Emperor upside down, King of Swords upside down, and the Devil over there of manipulation. That's a lot of manipulation. That's 3 cards of manipulation. So no matter what, they're definitely trying to turn this situation into and manipulate it into their own. They could be playing victim, huh? Wow. Yeah, there's no passion. They're not even being passionate. There's no motivation. They're uninspired to listen to what you're really talking about or trying to even focus. But over here, it even says lack of direction, unfocused. Not really focusing their attention on you. They want to be. This is the type of person always wants to be right. No, I don't know what you're talking about because it was what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, that's where they kind of take those reins away from you and try to tell their side of the story of how everything you're saying is wrong and they're right. That's how I see it. So yeah, 2 of Wands, you're kind of looking out and planning like, okay, so what the hell do I do now? Because you're realizing, oh, some of you might be leaving home. You might be like, okay, fine. You know what? You don't want to listen to my side. I'm out. Could be a kid. You could be living with your parents and they're not listening to you. They're being over dominating, not listening what you have to say. Your spouse could be a roommate. However it is, for a lot of you, you're going to leave, this relationship, leave this house, leave this job. Go discover what you need to discover because you're realizing this isn't working. Yeah, rethinking your approach. You tried to yeah, that's really what it was over here. Rethinking the approach was building up of that confidence and really approaching them, really emotionally stable and, not argumentative, not angry, not nothing. I'm just going to come to you really, really calm. And then it just feels like, shit, that didn't work either. Yeah, it's like, it's like you were searching for a purpose and then the purpose never happened. So, you're almost to the point where it's like, I thought my approach, I thought I would be the Empress over here. I thought I'd come out really nurturing to the situation, and this just did nothing. It had nothing. No, because see, they sat over here. I'm telling you, there it is, playing victim mentality. They played victim. They were, how dare you approach me and say anything to me? Wow. They're not going to listen right now, guys. So, whether it's actually leaving home, leaving the situation, however it is with the two of Wands, whatever it is, it's like I'm closing down and I'm not going to think about this and I'm walking away from this situation. I'm not talking about this, until either you rethink the approach of how you're going to do it, or might even be leaving home and rethinking the approach of how I'm going to tell you, you know what, I'm out of here. Hasta la vista, yeah, because a lot of you, it's angels say, let go, let go of that situation, let go of them, however it is, let go of that job, whatever you need to do to let go, whatever let go to you means, because you'll know, it'll hit you, your intuition's open, oh yeah, I get it, right? You have 2 cards of intuition, you're just going to pop right in and be like, you know what, then screw you all, I'm out of here, right? Yep, because there's abundance out there for you, my friends. This is not, this is not a good situation, right? So, depending on how severe the situation is, whether it's just letting go of the situation, I don't want to talk about it anymore, go do something else, or if it's actually just letting that person go and say, you know what, I'm going to close the store, I'm all done with you, or it depends on who it is, what the situation is, right? A lot of times it's just letting go of that situation. You know what? Then fine. Go drink. Go do whatever you want to do, right? I'm going to go read my book. You know what I mean? So it depends on what you're arguing about and how severe that is, right? For a lot of you, this seems a little more severe than just something light. When you really want to dominate and control a situation and really be that stubborn and being kind of a tyrant with the Emperor upside down, it's usually a little more than just you didn't do the damn dishes. Okay? And don't give me excuses why you didn't do the dishes. You see what I'm saying? Like, we could say it's something just as small as that, and then you can say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to ask you to do the dishes anymore. I'm just going to let it go. Right? I'm done. I'll do the dishes myself. I don't want to hear, the football's on or this, that, right? It doesn't really feel like that. It feels like there's something a little heavier over here with the devil and the emperor upside. We have the devil plus the emperor upside down and the king of swords upside down. So it seems like it's a little bigger than just why didn't you do the damn dishes, right? I've asked you 1,000 times and we're going to argue and fight about it. If it is, then that, screw it, I guess I'm going to go do dishes. I'm not going to sit over here and fight about that forever, right? So, okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.